is our summer extended season. We take a lot of the middle school and also high school athletes. We actually had them do a summer club series where we basically do a lot of AAU competition.
Our track program, we actually take athletes that begin at age 5 and go up to 18. So we do have some high schoolers and some college kids that may come out just to train and work out with us. College levels can't necessarily compete, but they still will actually go through our training program.
Also, it's an opportunity for the kids to travel. We've gone to we've gone to Atlantic City. We'll be actually going down to North Carolina. Some of the meets are sometimes in Delaware. So it's a good opportunity for the kids to travel, see some of the tri-state area, and then also compete against some of the region's best.
In the summertime, you compete against like other kids of other high schools that you normally don't compete with, as well as people from different states.
We are actually competing right now in the AAU Junior Olympic Series.
So Junior Olympics is we're under the AAU Association Junior Olympics, and basically that's kind of like the top rank to end your summer program.
There's actually 2 qualifying rounds. There's a first round where only the top 16 individuals in each event qualified to go to the second round, which is a national qualifier.
The district meet takes place at Widener University, and then the regional place track meet was at Stockton University in Galloway, New Jersey.
And then from there you have to be in the top 6. Once you're in the top 6, you go around to all the different regions throughout the country, and I think there's like 25 to 30 different regions. They come together for a AAU Junior Olympic meet.
And then the Junior Olympics will be at North Carolina A&T in Greensboro, North Carolina.
And we'll be down there competing for an entire week, starting July 27th and ending August 3rd.
Junior Olympics is a smaller version of the Olympics. A lot of people, you hear a lot of crowd. Competition's great, it's exciting, and it's adrenaline rush, really.
So this year actually was an amazing year because we have 8 athletes that qualified, and for individual events. Usually we go to Junior Olympics, it's always for the relay, but this year has just been amazing because we have a triple jumper, a long jumper, a shot putter, a discus thrower, and 3 javelin throwers, along with 2 100 runners. So we actually were able to take someone that's going to run, jump, and throw.
I throw a javelin.
I'm going to Junior Olympics for long jump. It's exciting because it's very, I don't know, the energy there is just fun, and it's very competitive, but it's also you meet good people.
The kids are nationally ranked, just as they are if they were in school and state level. So it's a big accomplishment, even just to make it there and be exposed to athletes from all over the country. There's actually athletes that come from Jamaica that actually compete in the Junior Olympics. So it's an awesome experience.
Because it's like a good opportunity to get into a meet that's high intensity, so they can get that experience and exposure to different types of competition levels.
So Junior Olympics, you basically compete in each round, and you have to make it to the next round to make it to Junior Olympics, and it's basically the fastest people all around in the nation. So if you work hard to get where you are, you basically compete against really fast people, and it's a great opportunity because then if you know you're competing against fast people and you're winning, then you know when you get to the next level, you'll be able to.
Competition there is kind of like districts and states during high school, so you run 3 rounds, usually in just regular meets. You run just regular and then the finals, but here it's 3 rounds and usually 3 days you run, so it's going to be a lot of running these days.
I trained very hard every day with Coach Knight. A lot of pushing and a lot of time to get to where I needed to be, which is around a 16. Now he wants me jumping a 17. So it's a lot of training and hard work.
Qualifying for Junior Olympics, all you really gotta do is show up to practice every day, give it your all, 100%, sweat, blood, and tears, all that, and not always listening to your coach, and always when she says something or he says something, just give it all you got like you would in the track meet.
So one of the first athletes that's going to be qualifying is Eliza Hildreth. He is a up-and-coming junior, and he actually qualified in the 100. This is good for Eliza because he actually swam indoors. We're actually doing our indoor season, so coming outside, he really started to get into some shape. And during the summer, this was an opportunity for him to really develop and hone some of the skills that we maybe didn't get a chance to do from the indoor season. So he's qualified for the 100, and he has a pretty good chance to qualify and make it through to hopefully the finals.
Junior Olympics, I'm looking to get at least top 3. I really want to place. This is my first time going, well, not my first time, but one of the very few times I go for an individual. Usually I go for relays. So this will be my first individual event going for medals in Junior Olympics. Eliza Hildreth, who's actually his sister, who's going to be competing for us in the long jump.
She's an up-and-coming ninth grader, so it'd be good for us to really start to have some junior athletes come into the high school scene and be able to make a mark. During the summer scenes, when it comes to the high school season, it's an easier transition for them.
Long jump, I've done long jump before and I stopped, and then I came back to it when I started middle school track again. I just like it. It's very powerful kind of to me, and yeah, I don't really know how to explain it. I just like it. It's one of my favorites.
We even have younger athletes, Aniya Smith, who's actually only 10 years old. She's qualified in the 100.
I worked out and I kept stretching, and I came to track practice to run faster.
And it's good for those kids because they get a really good foundational sort of level of competing, and when they come to the high school, it really just makes that transition really, really easy for them.
We'll say, for instance, Aniya, which is our 100 runner, she is in the 9-10 age group, and then we have someone who's in the 14 age group, that's our long jumper, and then our 15-16 runners. So it's pretty wide, vast as far as age and skills.
So one of the things that we really do in the summertime is that we take the time to maybe work on some things that we didn't get a chance to work on during the school year because of time constraints.
We get a lot of more one-on-one time with Coach Milton instead of rather being a whole team for him to focus on. We get more individual time.
It's also a little bit more athlete friendly because the schedule is more spaced out.
Well, not only this program, but also high school, it allows me to run all year round, so I get training all year round. So when it comes around this time, I'm also ready and still where I left off at high school. So with the summer program, I'm able to keep stronger and get stronger and move on to the Junior Olympics at my best.
Also, it's an opportunity for us to really, really, just have some kids who were on the brink of doing some great things, continue the development, and I think that it's just really, really beneficial for them to come out.
It basically builds responsibility because you got to be consistent, always at practice, and making sure you're doing good in the workouts, and yeah.
Do something worthwhile during the summertime. And
It gives me something to do after school, so I'm not just sitting in my room all day playing video games and not just eating food. So after I go to school, I come here, give it my all, 2 hours every day.
It's a really good carryover for the next year. It really helps them build on the skills we've done during the summer and gives them a jump start into the following year.
Well, I think that I'm going to come back a lot stronger than I came in last season.
Well, I do volleyball and basketball, so it helps with speed and just when we do runs and training and stuff, it helps with that because it's basically conditioning and stuff.
I like summer track because it helps me get stronger.
In the summertime, it's a little bit tougher. The workouts are a little harder than in the school year. So if you could get through this, you can get through the school year.
Coach Milton and Coach Sam, I've been training with for a long time. Along with Coach Milton, I trained during high school, so I trained with him all year round. And the president is my mother, and my dad is also one of the coaches. But yeah, they're also very close to my family, so.
They're very tough, so they're not really, with the games. They want to get to practice and get the workout done to make sure that you run fast and that you're getting the workout that you need in. They're very, very respectful, too.
They're good coaches. They help you work strong.
So they're good mentors as well. As you can see, a lot of them are teachers, so we see that they take their own time and their free time to come out and train us, so we see that they really actually care about us.
They try to incorporate other things while we're not competing, so we're not just sitting around doing nothing in the sun all day. But yeah, because sometimes that can be a bit much too, sitting in the sun and doing nothing all day.
The summer track program actually just kind of filters over from our spring program of children who just want to continue competing. The competing does get a little more intensified for us, so we bump our training up from 3 days a week to 4 days a week.
Push-ups every day, at least 30 now. 30 before I go, before I throw a javelin, an hour before, 30 push-ups, just to get my muscles ready and coming out here, practicing, doing all my steps. Coach Brandon helping me and all that.
We have competitions a lot, but we usually don't get to do other stuff because you usually train, then competition, then back to training, then competition. Sometimes it's a week, sometimes it's a whole weekend. You never really know, but it's very fun.
It's an individual sport, but you have to work as your team during warm-ups. Also, it builds leadership because you're older, so you have to make sure that you're doing right and being respectful so that the younger ones are following after you.
The kids, we all have a bond, a unity, a family, and I guess we all could come as one to a track meet, even though we all in our own lane, but we all run as one.
It actually still gets them out in the limelight of seeing what competition really gets to be like as they get older. So even for our younger ones, they get then prepare more or less for that high school and that state level, because then they see the competition being so high and what they have to look forward to. And I think mentally it helps prepare them for that on the field and on the track, as well as just for life.
I'm not like the youngest, but like it's not too bad because like majority of them, like my brother and sister are there, and then like I've known most of them, like I've ran track with some of them before, so, and I already trained with high school when I was in middle school, so like it was already something that like I was like already comfortable with.
And one of the things that we're really trying to do right now for the high school team is sort of develop some other areas. So we have quite a bit of throwers who have actually qualified in the javelin, also the shot put, and then also the discus. And that's going to help us just have some diversity because can't everybody sprint, so it just gives us a more well-rounded team.
I run the 1, 2, and 4, and I also throw discus now, which is a new event for me. I also do high jump.
I don't know. I think it's something that I really enjoy because I'm good at it. I like competition. I like, like getting back up when I fall.
I've been in the summer track program for quite a long time, since I was about 7. And I've been running all my life. It's mainly the main sport that I do. And I've been to Junior Olympics. This is my 7th time, I believe.
One of the things that we could basically do to support the track team is to, when we do have fundraisers, we really try to post those through social media, Instagram, word of mouth, also Facebook. Sometimes monetary donations are really, really good.
In terms of our program, just so know we're here to talk about our summer program, but I do want to let you know that our program actually begins in January and we go to the end of August. And in January, we're looking forward to continuing this year partnering with the school district and hopefully having our middle school kids come out and go through our conditioning program. So when the spring program begins, they will be more conditioned and equipped to compete and actually be able to take our school district to a whole nother level to prepare them for competing in high school as well.
I like track because I get faster, and then I'm faster than some of the people in my school, and I think it's funny.
Having a lot of our kids come and actually and join the Norristown area track and field team, just not supporting them monetarily, but also really sending your kids.
Coach Milton is also the high school coach who also oversees our program here, as well as Coach Eliza, who is on the staff for the middle school program.
One of the things we've been proving is that we can really develop kids and have them go to the next level, and it just makes it, for us to carry on the legacy that Norristown Track and Field has had over the course of decades.
Our goal is to take our club program and mesh it together and partner with the Norristown Area School District so that our athletes and our student athletes will have a better opportunity to take an enhancement on the track and field industry and program, whether it's in middle school, high school, and even to the college level, and hopefully someone make it to the pros.